This is week 3 of the 2010 season. Coach Jim Schwartz and the Detroit Lions are 1-1. We are coming off of the loss last week at home against the Philadelphia Eagles. We entered the game fired up, having got the victory in week 1, first home game of the season, and we got off to a pretty strong start. The Eagles scored first with a field goal, but then we scored the next 14 points. Stafford a touchdown pass and then a defensive score. Williams scooped up a fumble and ran for the touchdown. Had an 11-point lead, but it didn't last long. The Eagles, they were really effective offensively. Kevin Cobb, their QB, had a big game. They used him at the quarterback position. They didn't use Michael Vick except for holding. And he had a huge game. McCoy had a huge game. Jackson had a huge game. They responded and scored the next bunch of points. We fought with everything we had. We hung in the game. We gave it a great effort, despite the Vikings outgaining our offense by a very significant margin. We were able to hang in there, just not quite enough, and we took the loss. 39-31 was the final. Gave it everything we had, just not quite able to get the job done in week 2, but we showed a lot of heart, a lot of good things we're seeing. That will drop us. First loss of the season. We'll look at all the week 2 results. Bengals got the victory over the Ravens. Panthers beat the Buccaneers. The Packers got a victory 27-22 over the Bills. The Vikings beat the Dolphins 30-10. The Bears got a 24-20 victory over the Cowboys. We lost 39-31 in Detroit to the Eagles. The Falcons in overtime beat the Cardinals. Chiefs beat the Browns. Steelers beat the Titans. Seahawks beat the Broncos. Raiders by a field goal over the Rams. Patriots beat the Jets. Redskins beat the Texans. Chargers beat the Jaguars. Giants beat the Colts. Colts now falling to 0-2, defending AFC champions. And the defending Super Bowl champion Saints got a shutout victory over the 49ers. That was all from week 2. Now we'll look at the players of the week. So the offensive player of the week in week 2, Deshaun Jackson, wide receiver for the Eagles. He had a very big game against us. Defensive player of the week, Steve Gregory, safety for the Chargers. The AFC offensive player of the week, Phillip Rivers, quarterback for the Chargers. And the NFC defensive player of the week, Charles Godfrey, safety for the Panthers. I'll take a look here at stats so far. DeAndre Levy with 17 tackles leading the team. Delmas with 9, Houston with 7. Delmas and Palmer have INTs. Sue, the rookie, was playing well last week. A couple sacks. He has 4 tackles and 2 sacks now on the season. Jason Hanson has been spot on, 4 for 4 field goals, 45. It's his long, perfect on extra points as well. Nick Harris, 10 punts on the season for him. Kick return, Maurice Morris has 11 kick returns on the season. And Eric King with 7 punt returns. Passing-wise, Ryan Fitzpatrick played most of game 1. Matthew Stafford playing all of the game last week. He's got 242 passing yards now on the season, 3 touchdowns for 1 interception. All those coming last week, along with 37. He's been sacked a few times. Got to do better protecting him and make quicker decisions as well. Kevin Smith, the most rushing attempts, he has 123 yards and a touchdown. Best, Morris also getting rushing attempts. Receiving-wise, Calvin Johnson Jr. with 11 catches, 162 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Nate Burleson, 9 catches. He has a touchdown, 120 yards. And Brandon Pettigrew is 3rd with receptions. Our tight end has 4 grabs on the season. And now I look at our opponent coming up here in week 3, the Minnesota Vikings. Our leading tackle, Ben Lieber, with 13. Jesper Brinkley has 12. Cedric Griffin has 9. He also has an interception for the Minnesota defense. Sanford with an interception as well for the Vikings defense. Ryan Longwell's been spot on, 4 of 4, 50 yards. This is long, perfect on extra points as well. Ryan Longwell looking strong. Chris Cooley with 8 punts. Main kick returner has been Percy Harvin with 7, and Johnson has had 4 returns. They've been returning the punts. Brett Favre, long career. Coming out here is not official, may very well be his final NFL season. So far he has 473 yards on the season, 1 touchdown to 2 INTs, 51 in his long. Adrian Peterson, great halfback for the Vikings, 201 yards so far. He has 2 touchdowns. Toby Gerhart, the rookie, and Tahi also with touchdown runs. Peterson averaging over 100 per game so far. Marianne with 15 catches. Shenko with 10. So those are the top 2 leading receivers. Essentially with Shenko with a touchdown reception. And now some notable stats from around the NFL. So Ray Lewis leading the NFL in tackles. He has 22. Dwight Freeney with 6 sacks already. Very impressive there. And Gerald Alexander with 4 interceptions already. Also very impressive. Guys with defensive touchdowns. 3 field goals of 54 yards. That's too long this season. Mark Sanchez with the best quarterback rating right now in the NFL. Drew Brees the most passing yards and most passing touchdowns. Mark Sanchez has been 6 touchdowns and no interceptions. Leading rusher is Cedric Benson, 232 yards. He also has the most touchdowns. Leading receiver Marcus Colston, 17 catches. Deshaun Jackson, most receiving yards. And he's tied for most receiving touchdowns as well. So here we go. Let's take a look at the schedule for Week 3. Week 3 will begin Sunday at 1 p.m. Bills at the Patriots. Falcons at the Saints. Lions at the Vikings. Big NFC North game. Going on the road, both teams 1-1. Browns at the Ravens, both 0-2. Cowboys at the Texans. 49ers at the Chiefs. Titans at the Giants. Steelers at the Buccaneers. Bengals at the Panthers. 4:05, Eagles at the Jaguars. Redskins at the Rams. 4:15, Raiders at the Cardinals. Chargers at the Seahawks, both 2-0. The Colts, defending AFC champions, look for their first win. They'll be on the road against the Broncos. Sunday night game, Jets at the Dolphins. And Monday night, the Packers at the Bears. NFC North action, both teams 1-1 as well. So let's take a look here around the NFL. Standings entering Week 3. AFC, they've got 4 unbeaten teams, 2-0, and the NFC, 5 2-0 teams. AFC North leader is the Steelers, are 2-0, Bengals 1-1. Other teams looking for their first win. AFC South, Texans and Jaguars are 1-1. AFC East, Patriots 2-0, they got the lead there. Dolphins 0-2. AFC West, Chargers and Raiders are both 2-0. NFC North, everyone is 1-1. We were the only team who won in Week 1, and we're the only team who lost in Week 2. So everyone completely even entering Week 3. Big games coming up. We're all playing each other. All divisional games in the NFC North. NFC South, the Panthers and Saints are 2-0. Falcons and Bucks 1-1. Redskins and Eagles are 2-0 in the NFC East. NFC West, Seahawks are 2-0. 49ers and Cardinals 0-2. We'll take a look here at the injury report. So Corey Williams, who scored the defensive touchdown, his first NFL career touchdown, he is going to be out this game, an abdominal injury. Of course, Steven Peterman is going to be out for quite a while still. We've got some other injuries around the league. Packers a bit banged up at the offensive line position. Ravens, a couple injuries. Saints staying healthy. Steelers, they're dealing with some injuries here, including Ben Roethlisberger. He's going to be out for an estimated 9 weeks. Tough break there for the 2-0 Steelers. Molly Moore also out for a while, and their center's going to be out for this game here. Texans have got quite a few injuries they're dealing with. The Vikings, our opponents coming up here, they're going to be without their tight end, Yanko, who has their only touchdown reception so far in the season. And they're also going to be without their middle linebacker, E.J. Henderson. Urlacher is going to be out this week as well for the Bears. Injuries there for the Broncos. Guys healthy. Chiefs pretty banged up for sure. Colts 0-2. Desperate to get back in the win column. Eagles looking strong. They're 2-0. They're healthy. Frank Gore's out an estimated 6 more weeks for the Niners. And here we go. So here we go now. We're going to be on the road. NFC North matchup week 3. Going to be taking on the Minnesota Vikings. So we had a 23-10 victory on the road NFC North game week 1. And at home, out of division, had the 39-31 loss. Now back on the road, back in our division, taking on the defending division winners, the Minnesota Vikings. And Minnesota also 1-1. They had a bad loss week 1. It was a rematch against the NFC Championship game, going on the road against the defending Super Bowl champion Saints. And the Saints got a 41-17 victory. But the Vikings certainly bounced back, getting a 20-point win at home against the Dolphins last week. They will be at home again here in week 3. So Minnesota has certainly had much more success over the Lions recently. The Vikings are coming off of a 2009 season where they finished 12-4 during the regular season. That was enough to win the NFC North. The Vikings then went on to have a dominant victory in the divisional playoff round over the Dallas Cowboys, and then lost an absolute heartbreaker in overtime against the New Orleans Saints in the NFC Championship game. Vikings trying to run it back, trying to make another run, trying to get to the Super Bowl. Last season, the Vikings able to win both games over the Lions. They won in Week 2, 27-13 in Detroit, and then won again in Week 10, 27-10 in Minnesota. The Vikings have won the last 5 meetings against the Detroit Lions, and the Vikings have been undefeated at home against Detroit since the 1997 season. That was the last time that the Lions were able to go on the road and take down Minnesota. So we are definitely going to be big underdogs here, but we're going to give it everything we got, see if we can get ourselves another divisional victory. Let's go. Come on. Week 3. And the Minnesota Vikings, home team here for the second straight week. They will be wearing their regular home uniforms. And for us, going back on the road after the home loss in week 2, we're going to be wearing our regular away uniforms. First time this season. So here we go. Let's do it. Get fired up. Here it is, week 3, the 2010 season. 1-1 Detroit Lions at the 1-1 Minnesota Vikings. Let's go.
Today's game is brought to you in HD by EA Sports and Madden NFL 11. Gus Johnson along with Chris Collinsworth. Welcome to the Mall of America Field in Minneapolis, Minnesota. An NFC battle for you tonight between the Detroit Lions and Minnesota Vikings. It's the old and new here, Chris, with Brett Favre squaring off against Matthew Stafford in a division matchup.
Well, how about this one for a generational matchup? Brett Favre against Matthew Stafford. Brett Favre has been around for a while. I would imagine that Matthew Stafford probably in grade school watching Brett Favre at the beginning of his career. But there's no question that when you're talking about the Detroit Lions, if they're ever going to be a competitive team. It is where the Minnesota Vikings were a season ago. It is going to be based on the right arm of Matthew Stafford.
Two hungry teams ready to fight it out. Let's send it down to the field.
A ton of excitement here in Minnesota. Viking fans making a bunch of noise already. Both teams 1-1. Week 3 action here. The Lions have not won in Minnesota over the Vikings since the 1997 season. We won the toss. We're getting the ball first. Let's go. Morris is back to receive, and we are underway here. Morris will make the catch around the 10. He's got a nice block to the outside. Gonna try spinning, still on his feet. And that's gonna be up to about the 44. What a nice return here. And how about this for a start of the ball game? Got some good blocks right here. Came off it. And the spin move really fooled the defender. Fighting for everything you get, not going out of bounds. And that is a solid return, a solid start here to things. That's going to give our offense a nice boost to begin their first drive. Absolutely great. Let's take it. Let's go. Come on.
They line up at the 44.
Now here comes Matthew Stafford, the Detroit Lions offense.
Dumps it out left.
To Lewis, he's going to make the catch. Good for 5. Good for more than that. Good for 7.
Nice play there.
Into Vikings territory.
That's the kind of underneath throw that eventually opens up some throws down the field.
Looks left.
Oh, coming out here, Brian Williams dropped it right in his hands.
Third down. Coming
No
up.
one knew him. Would have been an easy first down. He was looking for more though. Before he had it, big mistake.
The offense needs
That's going
about
to put
3
us in a
yards to
third
get
and
the first
3
here on
situation.
third down.
So coming out here passing, and that's what we're going to look to do again. 3rd and 3.
Good coverage downfield.
Stafford's just going to chuck it deep. They're trying to give
Incomplete.
Huffman Johnson Jr. a chance, or maybe just
Matthew Stafford
threw that one away on purpose.
He's definitely got the arm strength to make those kinds of throws, and everybody knows that. But
Pass midfield, don't want to waste this early opportunity, but that's our only choice here. Can we pin them deep? That'll be a way to get a win out of this here. And pin them really deep in our territory. Harris punts it high. It's gonna work well. It'll pin them at the 10. Alright, that'll work, that'll work. Fair catch call, 10-yard line.
The Vikings will start this drive at the 10.
Now here's Brett Favre. He's going to hand it off to Adrian Peterson, and he's brought down. But a Detroit penalty. Jason Trusnick.
Well, that certainly was a bad
He got face mask going on the tackle. And that's going to take away the advantage from the good punt.
And the defense gives up some free yards to the offense.
Because I always thought defensive penalties were so much more deflating than offensive penalties. You know,
Oh.
offense, you get a chance to make up.
He got an open target, 14-yard gain. Our defense gave up a bunch of yards last game. Both in the air, mainly in the air, but on the ground as well.
Run right side.
They were not very strong. And there's Peterson, first and one.
As a runner, you need to have that kind of vision to be successful.
Hands it off.
Nice tackle there from 11. All over, it's a big defensive play. He's going to drop him back, 2nd and 13. Oh, to Peterson, he's going to have and a bunch of yards. And he's still on his feet inside the 25. How were we not able to get him out earlier there? But he cut it up the field and got a little bit more at the end of it as well. Big game for the Vikings. Getting it into Peterson, and Peterson will make the tackle.
Short throw to the right.
And caught by Harlan. We were all over him. Tackle made. 3rd and 12 now. Let's go.
So it's 3rd down, and they need 12
Let's go.
for the first. Ball sitting at the 26-yard line. Looks to throw it.
King is going to break it up on the sideline. That's the done. It's going to be 4th and 12 here.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on
So
third
the Vikings
down.
drove down the
And you have
field.
a pretty good
But it'll be a
indication of how that game
43-yard
came
field
out.
attempt here
Good
from
play by the
Longo, who's
defense.
been a perfect one this season. And he remains perfect. 3-0 Mercy.
Takes it through to put them on the board first. And here is the drive summary brought to you by Verizon. Cluey is just about ready to kick this one away. Clark is back to receive the kick. Gets the ball at around the 10. Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive. He needs to get rid of it. Kevin Williams records his
Trying to
first
set up
sack of the
something on
season.
kick return, nothing happening, and then first play here. Oof. It's going to be a loss of 5.
Here comes the heat. Edwards gets up.
Stafford trying to get away. If he was able to get away from Edwards, he had room down the sideline. But Edwards too quick and able to bring him down. It's going to get lost even more.
After the sack, they're going to be looking at a 3rd
Third
down
18.
and long play here. Goes through his progression.
Floats it up to Pettigrew, and it's going to get broken up.
Excellent play by the defender.
Stafford giving it a chance to
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on 3rd down when you have to have a conversion. He is
Harris coming up
tough.
with him. Well, trying to give ourselves a chance there in 3rd down. It's a window, but it just closed right before we were able to get to it. Fair catch called, 32. I see North, everyone alone.
Down after starting off so well, they marched right down the field, but then had to settle for 3.
Broken tackle.
Amari Spivey was there to bring him down.
And again. It's going to be a face mask.
And so the defense gives up some yards after the flag.
Guys, everybody knows that football is a game.
Take another look at it. It doesn't look like he got a face mask initially. I mean, but he got in front of his jersey. I guess he did get the lower bar.
But unchecked emotion is a bad thing. You have to be able to control yourself on the football field. That's a big mistake.
Yeah, defense penalties. Help them out in their first drive. It's going to help them out here. I've thrown that one through incomplete.
And now the offense will be looking at second down. Hand off to the left. Kyle Vandenbach was there for the stop.
Well, that time the outside linebacker came on the run blitz. They got some penetration and shut down the play.
Dumps it out right.
Oh, and the tackle made it. It's going to be 4th and 10. Trying to get it up there to
Play
Gerhardt.
loses 2.
Sometimes
Right
as a
now.
quarterback, you have to be careful about dumping it
Well
down
done.
too quickly.
And the
Stand in
Vikings
there, see what you got working down the
gonna
field.
bring out
That
their
time they
punt
were
unit.
all over that quick throw.
And that one looks like it's going to be headed to the end zone. Some nice work defensively. Work all
The
around.
Lions will begin this drive at the 20. He's brought down at the 21-yard line.
The defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
Stafford. Alvin Johnson.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set them up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
Here's the throw.
To Burleson.
Nate Burleson was the intended receiver on the play.
Ooh. My hands in the air there. Could have been a big completion, could have been an interception. Result, just an incompletion. And it will be a 2nd and 10.
So they line up at the 35. He's dropped down at the 41-yard line. 7 yards. That brings up 3rd down. And we've got 3rd down and 3 here.
Come on.
Ball on the 41-yard line. Looking for a man.
Stafford will take off.
Avoids the
And
hit.
he's going to slide. And he got a big
And he
game.
breaks it for a big gain and the 1st down.
Boy, that's a killer on 3rd down to allow that kind of run to be ripped off in there. You're thinking, okay, if they want to throw the ball, take a chance on getting a big play, that's fine. But to see a run go for that kind of a gainer, that makes you sick.
Heads up play there. Decision, nice game. Pass midfield, hand off to Morris. No game.
Yeah, on the delay, you're trying to get those pass rushers to take an outside route. You set inside as an offensive lineman and try and create a gap. That time they just came straight through this offensive line.
Come on.
It's a pass.
To Burleson, he dropped
They
it.
can't hook up on that pass. Now the offense will be facing 3rd down.
That would have been a nice pickup. That would have been a really nice pickup. Big missed opportunity there.
Third down now, 10 yards for the first. Looks for the safe short throw.
Calvin Johnson Jr., he's going to get a first down. Let's go.
At the 36-yard line. Still a lot of time left, but at the end of one, the score is 3-0.
Time for second quarter action here. Starting at the 36.
Dumps it out.
Stafford to Brown. Brown is going to get away, get downfield, get about 14 yards.
Maybe get kick-started a little bit after that catch. Their passing game hasn't exactly been very impressive so far.
It's a quick adjustment there.
And he delivers a huge hit.
Try to get a run there to start things
And if
off.
you can
Now.
make a running back hesitate just a little, that time you could see there really was no hole, and the running back was just fishing for a place to go.
He tries to scramble.
Stafford to Burleson. Burleson's not going to get away. It's a loss.
The pass is complete for a 1-yard loss.
You just couldn't make anything happen after you brought it in. Good job by the defense.
Third down and 13 yards to go.
Oh, and Stafford's going to get sacked. That is last thing we wanted to see there.
Probably have to settle for a field goal try. That's big in this situation.
Oh, last thing it's a turnover, but that's going to make a field goal very difficult here. 52 yards.
And if you can't get a block, you're going to have to start thinking about chipping him with the back or putting a tight end over there.
No. Not quite off.
The Vikings
Just
will
miss.
set up shop at the 42. Has a man to his right.
Remain free.
He's whistled down at the 46-yard line.
And they gained about 40 yards on that play, but sometimes as an offense, as long as it's not a negative play, it's a positive play.
And brought him down there to 3rd and 2.
Adrian Peterson makes his third grab.
Good play coming up
Third
here.
down now. They'll need a couple of yards to convert for a first down.
will miss. They try for a pass on the third and short.
Was his
Not gonna get it.
intended target.
Under pressure, he felt the heat that time and was forced to throw it away quickly.
So, it's fourth down. The Vikings lining up to punt. He can't handle it.
He's gonna try to field
He's
it.
brought down at the 15.
And he bobbles
Well, I
it,
guess we'll
scoops
have
it
to
up,
see how
gets
these
about
teams respond
5.
after that play.
Oof.
The offense will take over at the 15.
Just missed on a long field goal last time. Brown's gonna
Inside
carry.
give.
And Brown is gonna have a bunch of yards.
26-yard line.
Takes it outside of the left. Nice work.
Short throw to the left.
It's that first Brown. He's gonna break a tackle and he's gonna get a couple yards. Viking down.
Griffin seems to have hurt his shoulder or arm, possibly, so they'll check him out on the sideline.
Griffin is down. And he will leave the field, get an update when available. An update will be available.
On the ground, right
And
side.
best.
Jagged Best gets his first carry of the game and breaks it off for a first down. He's going to pass.
Earlson is going to make the grab there. Earlson had a bad drop earlier. He's going to make that catch in traffic.
Second down and very short yardage here. Short pass to his left.
Williams makes the catch past the 45.
Stafford sure is looking confident throwing the football right now, and that's good to see because if he struggles, typically it's with his accuracy.
Best gets it on the draw.
Well, that's what happens when defensively you get every gap covered. There is simply nowhere to go with the football. No chance for the running back that time.
Searching for an open man.
Going deep. Colin Johnson, no. Make it.
Made solid contact and popped the ball out of it.
And that's so frustrating as a wide receiver. You know you're going to get hit on the play. Just wrap it up, make the catch, and go to the ground.
Not able to make the grab there. Third and 12.
Finds a way to get rid
Back
of it as
screen.
he's hit.
Morris will break the tackle. And he's going to get the first down. What a play. Maurice Morris.
Made by Antoine Winfield.
When you get a halfback that gets in the open field with that kind of space, it is just so
Maurice Morris. Refusing to go down. First down, Lions.
try and stop the screen. The offensive line got out in front. That was nice.
Surveys the
No,
field.
Stafford, that's a huge mistake, a huge loss.
And getting back there, would you say, with ease?
mistake there. Matthew Stafford.
Now on a 2nd and long following the sack.
Left was open. Tried to run back to buy time. 14-yard loss. It was the halfback draw to Smith.
He's tackled.
Went for about 4.
There's an injured Viking who will come off the field.
Ooh, Jared Allen in some pain there. He's going to limp off the field.
So on another third
Third
down
20.
attempt for the offense, 3rd and long. Coming up.
Motion here.
Pass is short right
Best
side.
can't make the catch.
Chapman Best was the intended receiver. It's first down.
Second time
Ready to put this one away.
we've gotten close and then sacks have missed us up, taking away field goal possibilities for us. Harris out to punt. Can we pin them deep? Wade is going to make the catch at the 4. Beautifully done.
The offense takes the field, hoping to put something together.
It's just
So the last drive ended in a 3 and out.
all right, we'll take that. Go with it.
They hand it off. Levy.
Pearson's going to lose a yard there.
For 3. Offense sets up deep inside
Whether
their
a
own
leading
territory.
tackler by
So
far
the
through the
ball
first
on the
2
3-yard
weeks.
line.
And a big hit there from Levy.
Got out of his own end
They say he just got out of the end zone. Yeah, he definitely did, but a huge hit. Third and 14 now. Peterson again, just barely getting out of the end
Game
zone.
on the run. Very conservative call there on 3rd and long.
You know, especially when you have a defense attacking the way that this defense has.
Again, let's take a look at how close he was. And a juke move, guys. Quite a bit out of the end zone there. And they're going to be punting from
There was
very
an
deep.
opportunity maybe to go play action. Instead, they stuck to the run, and they got stopped.
Probably take it to the 2-minute warning.
It's 4th down. The Vikings are
When you're
lining
looking to
up put
block
it
this
away.
thing,
Now is a good time to
full
take a
block
look
here.
at the Gatorade top performer.
a block, let's go. Come on.
And watch out, they're going to bring the heat right here.
Oh, we got it away. Came back to return. And we'll get it inside the 45.
They'll bring it back to
44.
the 44-yard line.
Just able to get the punt off. Let's see the punt block attempt there. Not quite able to get inside. Plenty of time
The
here.
Lions will
44-yard
start this
line.
drive
All 3
at the
timeouts.
44-yard line. Up the middle. He's wrestled down
Kevin Smith.
at the 40.
Good for
It's a
about
gain of
4
4.
there.
That brings up 2nd down. Flips out to
Stafford trying to get it to
the
Lewis.
offense will be faced
No.
with a 3rd down situation.
play here. 3rd and 6.
He lets it go.
To Burleson, he's not going to hang on.
We have a
And
Lions
Burleson
player
is
who
hurt.
appears to be shaken up.
Oh, we got hit hard there. We'll have to try to make the catch. Knocked right down. 4th and 6 here.
It's 4th down.
And we
The
punted.
Lions lining up to punt.
Try to pin them again and shut them down again. It's a nice punt. King back there did it. It hit a Viking. And he's going to scoop it up. Oh my. And nearly a big break there for him.
Pretty sure-handed. I don't know exactly what caused him.
It bounces. And it's going to hit the foot of a Viking, but it is immediately scooped up. Cook very heads up seeing the ball there. He takes it past the 20. Oof.
Guess, though, is that he didn't get in position to catch it cleanly.
So how will the Vikings attempt it here?
Take over at the
They're going to get
21-yard
better
line.
field position than expected.
He's looking over
Going
the top.
deep. He caught it. Percy Harvin caught it. Oh, somehow just fitting it through. They hustle up and they're going to take a timeout. 2 timeouts left for Minnesota.
Moves to his right.
No. And very nearly had Harvin there, just barely overrun him. Not by much.
Get there, you can disrupt his timing enough to cause a throw like that.
Goes through his progression.
Levy's going to break it up.
Just missed that time, bringing him down for a sack, but great pressure to force an incompletion.
Good coverage downfield.
Broken up by Houston. Great work there.
Away at the last minute.
Just terrific play by the defense. They followed
Now the Vikings
quarterback's
have
eyes,
to
made a
punt.
quick jump on the ball, and were all over
We
them.
think here, be prepared in case they try a fake. I'm gonna punt it. That's gonna go right into the end zone.
And it's in the end zone for a touchback. They didn't
32nd second is all in timeout.
forced to punt it away. Look out, heavy pressure on.
Ooh.
Calvin Johnson was the intended receiver.
Pressure there.
When you get that kind of pressure, a lot of times the play will result in something worse than just an incompletion.
A scary moment.
They'll give it off here.
And Reese Morris with the carry. Vikings will take a timeout. They want the ball back.
You know, listen, I would never want to block a defensive lineman, so, you know, I've seen these guys, I know these guys, they're big and they're nasty, but at least from an offensive standpoint, you have to try to get in their way.
He's going to make the catch.
26-yard line.
Minnesota will take their final timeout.
The Vikings came onto the field with a ton of energy that time. They controlled the line of
Just
scrimmage.
22 seconds left here in the first half. 3-0 Minnesota with the lead. Harris will punt it deep. Broken tackle to the 37. Vikings, no timeouts, 12 seconds left.
Rolling out to his right.
Favre will be sacked, and that'll take us into halftime. 3-0 Minnesota with the lead here at home. It's been a low-scoring defensive struggle.
So we'll probably get one last heave to the end zone before halftime. And as we head to halftime, the score is 3-0.
Nothing here at halftime. Oh, we had some opportunities, getting close. A couple of sacks put us back, took us out of field goal range, missed one just short. Vikings, they got one field goal. It's the only score in the first half. Playing defense to start things off. Let's keep playing strong. Come on. And there's a kick to begin the second half here.
Fields the kick
NFC
at the
North
10.
battle, week 3 action.
He
Hoping
makes
to
it
return
up
it
to
from
the
27.
27-yard line.
And here comes Brett Favre and the Minnesota Vikings. Adrian Peterson to carry, and he's going to get through for about
He's
9.
whistled down at the 36-yard line.
Logan Sue's got to bring him down, but there's a flag. Logan Sue is going to be called for a face mask. Oh, we've had a couple other face mask penalties earlier. Tough breaks for us.
Up the middle. Drop behind.
Throw him down there, second and 11.
The Vikings continue to get beat off the ball. Their linemen look tired. They're physically outmatched. And it's beginning to take a toll on these runners. I'm not sure how many more times they want to carry the ball.
We're going to go deep. And they got it to Harmon.
Percy Harmon with his third reception.
Oh my goodness. That is a massive play here for the Vikings. Just got it over his head.
And now we'll see who can get the bigger push. Straight ahead
And
with
with
it
the
from the
middle
left.
touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown,
They come out
Minnesota.
here strong in the second half.
So they get 6, and that's the game's first touchdown.
Here we go.
Ryan Longwell tacks on the extra point. Cluey will be kicking off. Clark is deep, looking to return the kickoff. Fields the kick at the 10. He gets out to the 28-yard line. Flips it out short to his left.
Burleson catch made and your lead.
Burleson makes his third grab.
Nothing. Vikings lead here in Minnesota. Hand off to Best, and he's got a little yards.
Let's give credit to the defense. They had a great push there. They got the backfield, took control of their own gaps.
Passes it downfield.
Burleson catch to the 48.
48-yard line. Brown gets the carry.
Ooh, and Brown. He's gonna make a nice cut there.
39-yard line.
Well, let's face it, defensive players get paid for sacks. They were really coming after the quarterback that time, and the delay caught them napping.
Gets the pass off.
Burleson! Touchdown Lions!
The Lions go nearly 75 yards in 5 plays for the score.
I knew all he had to do was catch that one, and he was going to be gone. When you possess that kind of speed, it is a very difficult day for the defense. Better give him a little more cushion than that.
And this will make it a 3-point game. And he adds the point after.
No touchdowns in the first half. And then 2 touchdowns here. A little over 5.5 minutes into the second half. Touchdown pass to there. Stafford Burleson.
Hansen looks ready to kick it away.
And it's a 10-7 game. Harvin
He
brought
makes it
down.
out to about the
27.
27-yard line. Short throw to the right. He's dropped down at the 29-yard line.
trying to hand the football off.
Big 3rd and 8 here and overran it.
Sidney Rice finally gets a catch, his first one of the game.
Oh, very poorly done defensively. Overran it. Rice cut it upfield. That is a frustrating moment there for our defense. Trying to get a big upset here. Can't make mistakes like that. 3rd down chance.
Dumps it out left.
Gotta get it done.
He's wrestled down at the 42.
Screen past Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson with his 4th catch of the game.
Off to
They hand it
Peterson.
off.
And then Mosh brings him in.
Vikings haven't had too many runs that have met a decent yardage up until that one, but sometimes if you just stick with it in the second half, things start to break.
And Rice not able to make the catch.
Takes a shot. Good defense.
That's just a big hit right there. No way the receiver can hold on to that.
A big chance here for the Vikings. Play action. Great throw from far. Good contact and he's not able to hold on.
King is back, awaiting the punt.
And Cluey will punt it out of bounds. 33.
At the 33-yard
Let's
line.
go. Come on. Not a very good punt there. Take over. We definitely got ourselves a bit of momentum now. After getting the touchdown, defense is stopped.
Hit and drop behind the line. Pass is short right side. And he's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Nothing much there. It's become a 3rd and 9 situation.
The pass is
Oh,
away.
and it's picked off by
In
Green.
the traffic and it's picked off. Chad Greenway has interception number 1 of the season.
Big play there for the Viking defense. Was trying to get it to Calvin Johnson. Thought he would cut across right here, but was still stumbling after the contact. And that's going to allow the INT.
Here's a handoff left side.
Sue's going to make the tackle. His second.
Might want to start thinking of a different approach as this running game has been ineffective. He gets off the throw.
No, not able to get his feet in.
That pass and force the receiver to make the catch out of bounds.
That's going to do a big play here. 3rd and 8.
Short throw to the left.
It's complete, and that's going to be Viking first down.
21
We're going to give him another chance there towards the same sideline. This one able to get his feet in. Plenty of room to spare, and then able to get the first down.
He does a great job in recognition, and that time you could see him move the zone defense just a little with his eyes before he threw it in there.
Just need to carry 1 yard lead.
He's starting to show some frustration after another short game. His defense has really made it tough going. Short throw to the right.
Caught by Berry.
And dropped immediately.
Spivey the tackle. Got ourselves another third down chance, 39 here. Favre is gonna
He's dropped and that's
keep it, nowhere to go. He's gonna get sacked. That will be 4th and 13 here. 42-yard field goal coming up from Longwell. Trying to remain perfect on the season. That one is gonna go wide left.
misses it.
Oh, and both kickers are perfect on the year entering the game. We get a kick and miss just short, and they'll have a kick and miss just wide left. Longwell frustrated with himself. And Viking fans gotta be frustrated as it remains a 3-point game. 32-yard line takeover. Halfback draw to begin the drive, and there goes Best. He's still going. He may go. Best to the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
Detroit.
Oh, what a moment here. After the field goal just missed. Best able to get through. Great blocking and great running. Let's go. Big spike there. Come on. There's a massive play here as we're going to take the lead. 1 second remains in the third quarter. Hansen, PAT.
Makes it a 4-point game. Detroit holds a 4-point lead. Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon.
Javon Best to the house. And a huge swing here in 2 plays.
Hansen is ready to kick it away.
Last play coming up here of the third quarter. If it is returned, then it is Johnson. And he's going to get brought down around the 23. Let's go.
Field goal ended the last drive. Let's see if they can put something together. And that's the end of the third quarter. The score is 14-10. The Vikings have the ball to start this fourth quarter and can move into the lead with a touchdown.
Let's go fourth quarter here. Both teams 1-1. NFC North action. Is Nick looking to throw to Berrien? There's a flag. Clipping penalty. Sidney Rice. Clipping penalty there.
just
defense.
got beat on the play.
Oh,
Handoff up the
Pearson's
middle.
gonna fake out Delmas, but
He's struck down.
he's nowhere to go.
They need to do a better job of
Able to
managing
make
the
the
clock
tackle.
here.
Yeah, I guess they're
Come
thinking
on.
we don't want to completely
Let's go.
abandon the running game at this point, but at some point you have to start putting a few points on that scoreboard.
It's going deep. Touchdown Vikings.
That was a great example of what a guy with speed can do for your football team. He hauled it in and good luck.
Oh no. Yeah, we got burnt a couple times last week. And just, there was not much space, but there was a tiny bit. And Brett Favre, what a throw. Right on the money.
And this attempt will give them a 3-point advantage. Point after
17-14.
Minnesota is up by 3 points. And here is the drive summary brought to you by Verizon. Cluey is ready to kick this one off.
Morris. What a return from Morris. Past the 30.
42.
Nice, Morris. Worth another look here. Let's go.
Searching for an open man.
Stafford is sacked.
I really like what they did that time. Nice job by the Vikings.
Come on. Another sack. Stafford's got to be quicker with decision making. And he's going to get sacked again. We got to do better with pass blocking.
They brought the blitz that time. Didn't get there, but did throw off the timing of the play to get the incompletion.
We go nowhere but backwards 10 yards. And it's going to be 3rd and 20.
Has a man deep.
Try and deep. Diving effort. Calvin Johnson's not going to happen. And our offense does absolutely
Was
nothing.
his intended target. Minnesota looks like they're sending everybody at the punter on this kick.
Boots it. Nice work. I get off cleanly.
Simmons
Catch
will
call
back
at
in.
18.
And they come back onto the field, still up a score.
Well, it's definitely late in the game, but I still expect them to come on and try and move the football down the field. I always thought as an offensive player, it's much easier to seal the deal on the offensive side than to have to be on the sideline watching.
And Pearson's going to make the catch, but he's not able to stay in bounds. It's going to be a 6-yard loss. Let's go. Take that here.
He's searching for a receiver.
Across the middle. Rice not able to make the catch. 3rd and 16.
Pass now. The offense will be facing 3rd down.
Not going to get beat deep.
Inside
Hand it
handle.
off. Peterson's gonna break a tackle and nearly had enough for a first down. But Levy, once again, has been playing hard out over the field this season for us, making a big tackle. Great effort from Adrian Peterson, but not quite enough. Now King on the return to the 36.
To his right.
That's the Smith bad decision.
That's a 4-yard loss. As a quarterback, sometimes you just have to see
doing? Come on.
down and get rid of the football and try it again on the next down. Scrambling away from the rush.
Trying to get Calvin Johnson Jr. broken up the game.
Was the intended receiver.
Offense has been going nowhere but backwards recently. 3rd and 14 coming up now.
Goes through his progression.
Stafford, try to give a chance to lose.
Matthew Stafford has a reputation as a bit of a wild thrower, and sometimes, I don't know, maybe it looks like he's almost aiming the ball. If he just relaxes and just goes back to the fundamentals.
Could have got some yards on the ground.
I think he'd be fine.
Now I've got enough for a first down. I kept the clock running, had to punt it anyway. Give it a chance. Not able to get the connection. Nice work on the punt.
So, Chris,
We'll bring them out to 23.
What do you call in this situation? Taking downs, you have to keep possession of
Plenty of time. Defense has got to be good. Come on.
can't have a 3-and-out here.
Defense
I
got to be
still
very
think
good.
that on this first down play is the best time to be aggressive with the offense. Go play action.
Trosnick is going to hit him, but Gerhardt is going to break free. And Toby Gerhardt, the rookie, 19 yards out. Come on. Stephon there, you see a big run. Contact in the backfield, not able to make the play. Hand off to Peterson, he's brought down, but there's a flag, and again it's going to happen to us. Again, a face mask penalty. Ashley Palmer called for it.
I don't care how good your defense may be, you're asking for trouble when you start giving teams free first downs.
Under 8 minutes now. Vikings are all the way up to the 43. Hand off to Rice. And Rice is going to lose yards there.
I really like the discipline of this defense. You never see
Try to go with a bit of misdirection.
too much. They control their gaps, and that time there was nowhere to go.
It's a good ball game here in Minnesota. He'll hand it off to Harvin now, and he's going to get brought down.
At the 44-yard line.
Having success as well. 3rd and 12 now.
Still looking for an open man.
And we are going to get the sack on Brett Favre. Cohen will get to him. Big defensive play here.
King.
The defense keeping us in it. Clearly the punt will angle it out of bounds where it will be marked 29.
At the 29. The offense takes the field, and we'll see if they can put something together after their last drive ended with a 3-and-out.
Here we go. Stafford to Northcote.
Matthew Stafford is not the most accurate passer in the league. He lets balls get away from him sometimes, and occasionally they're fairly easy completions.
Looking for a man.
To Burleson, no catch.
Burleson is rocked.
And again, our offense not able to do anything.
And you know you're going to get hit as a wide receiver. You gotta hang on to those balls.
Again, Harris out to punt. Connor's gonna get the hit, but a nice return there to the 39.
With only a one-possession lead, this one
Keeps
is
getting
definitely
later and
not
later
yet
in this one. Our defense
At this point in the game,
still keep us in it.
go execute your game plan.
We need to shut them down
Get too
here.
conservative. Forget that the scoreboard says you're winning. Just go play offense.
Hey, we'll toss it. Adrian Peterson, nothing there for him. Maybe a yard. Almost the tackle.
Here's the pass.
Oh, and there goes Harvey. He may go. No, he won't. He will bring him down. Great effort to make the tackle. Looked like he was off to the races.
100 yards receiving.
But one of the things I like watching about this receiver is that he understands how to read coverages. More often than not,
It's a huge play here. Definitely worth another look. Across the middle and then found room, broke a tackle. Great work to bring him down. We just gotta keep him out of the end zone and we'll stay within one possession and have a chance here.
otherwise the quarterback will see one thing and the receiver another.
That's I'm gonna take away the possibility of them being able to run the clock out the rest of the way. Of course, we desperately need to stop. We're gonna go with a short pass and no catch.
Complete the first down pass attempt. Second down.
So that will stop the clock. Good news there for us.
Here's a look at today's Red Zone numbers. Made possible by Old Spice Body Wash. Wham, bam. Thank you for smelling great, man.
And Gerhard brought down.
The Lions take a timeout. And they've got 2 timeouts
Take an
remaining.
immediate timeout. .29 left.
They go with the run.
Hand off to Peterson.
They make the tackle, but now the play gives the Vikings a first down and goal.
That's a tough one to swallow here. They had the blocking. Able to get through and safety crashing a bit too hard, not able to get the job done, and we weren't able to cover it up until they got the first down up to the 3. The Vikings are a touchdown away from sealing the win pretty much here. They're at 3-yard line, first and goal.
On the ground, up the middle.
And that's why you see all those guys to play
Peterson
the
just
holes.
short.
That time there were no holes, really, and he was likely to get anything on the play.
Hit hard as he throws.
And Spivey's not able to gave it everything he had to try to stop him. Touchdown for the Vikings.
Percy Harvin has so much ability, and he's well utilized really in this offense. He's absolutely covered.
Well, dove in there, had to try to shut him down completely. Not allow any yardage after contact to avoid the touchdown. Not able to do so.
And he adds the point after. We're nearing the 2-minute warning in the fourth. The Vikings, 24. The Lions, 14. This is a good opportunity to take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon.
Really is a nice return here from Morris Morris. And
He's
yeah,
hit
for
and dropped
34.
at the 34-yard line.
17 seconds left.
Nothing against this defense on the previous drive. He throws short.
Morris, no
Drops
catch.
it, and he was pretty well covered. Second down now following the incomplete pass. He passes it. And he's tackled at the 48-yard line.
That'll just about surely take us to the 2-minute warning unless we can very quickly get a play off here. No.
Sure to make an impact on the field are this game's top performers, presented by Gatorade.
We need 2 scores here. Final 2 minutes.
Good coverage downfield.
Stafford gets rid of it.
Looks to
To
throw.
Brown, and he's going to make the catch. Brown is gone. Touchdown Lions.
Touchdown Lions. Field goal. That's 6 points on the board, and it will put them in great position to win this thing.
They're in great position.
Showing great heart here. Just Brown coming out of the backfield. Going for it. We're still in it.
And this will make it a 3-point game. Point after is good. Less than 2 to go in our fourth quarter of play. The score, the Lions, 21. The Vikings, 24. Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon, the official wireless service
Now the
sponsor
onside
of the
kick.
NFL.
Gotta have it here.
Detroit will line up for the onside kick.
Can we get fortunate bounce? Come on. It's the onside kick. Johnson has it for the Vikings. Throw it down.
Grab the onside kick.
And I'll likely do it.
Well, that big mountain has got a little bit bigger for this team, and now it's up to the offense to see if they can just run out the rest of this clock and end this game.
Top there went right to him, fortunately. Got a decent bounce attempt. Right there, hand level.
Here's the give. He's wrestled down at the 37.
Nelson.
But when he did recognize it, he had the explosiveness to get there.
They'll keep it on the ground again.
We saved the timeout to the very end.
I always like to see an offense.
In case they decided to pass it, maybe we'd have a timeout we could use. Throw across the middle.
At least in
39
this
seconds
situation,
left.
fourth quarter, you have the lead. I can understand the call.
And they appear to be keeping the offense on the field. Interesting decision here from the Vikings. They're going to just run it with Peterson, and he may have enough for a first down.
He's tackled.
No, he's going to be about a yard short.
I understand you like what your offense is doing.
They're trying to clinch it like that, not quite able to enough.
Defense at risk like that.
Ten seconds left. Need a miracle here in Minnesota.
He gets off the throw.
Up to Calvin Johnson Jr. Oh, able to try there. He got us closer. This will be it here, probably 5 seconds left.
They'll have one more chance for the end zone. He's
Zephyr going deep. Caught by Calvin Johnson Jr., but they brought him down. Oh no.
That's going to do it from the Metrodome. Game stats and highlights are next. Here's today's Swagger Player of the Game, presented by Old Spice Deodorant, the greatest smell in the NFL. Here's the play that rocked the stadium, the Doritos Crunch Time Play of the Game. Our final score is the Vikings 24, the Lions 21.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports and Madden NFL 11.
Heartbreaker here in Minnesota. I want to look here at the final play. Somehow, the Vikings allowing this ball to get complete. It is all over them there. Made the tackle right away. No time on the clock. Game over. And frustrating game. We were in it, but we were going to fall short. And we end up outgaining Minnesota on the game. Because of that play at the end, we took them over. 2-yard advantage, 346 to 344. We had more total yards. They won the turnover battle 1-0. We had some missed opportunities, a couple missed opportunities for field goals early in the game, and came back to bite us. Also lost a penalty battle. They had way more time of possession. 3-0. That was the score after 1. And score after 2 as well, going to the second half, just field goal But quick touchdowns from both sides. Then a long run. We took the lead 14-10 going into the final quarter. They were able to get a couple touchdown passes, one very late. We fought till the very end. We've shown a ton of heart here early in the season, 1-2 record. Fought till the very end once again, but not quite able to get it. And 24-21 will be the final. Matthew Stafford was 18 of 38, 267 yards, 2 TDs, 1 INT, all of 57. Kevin Smith, not much success. Never the best, broke one long touchdown run there for the rookie, around at 21 yards. 68-yard touchdown run was a huge moment. Burleson 6 catches, Brown 5, Johnson 3. Burleson and Brown had touchdowns. There were some drops, so I had to clean that up as well. Levy with 8 tackles, led once again for us. Manuel and Pearson both at 6. Jason Hansen was 0 of 1, missing a long field goal, just a bit short. Nick Harris, 8 punts on the game. 5 kick returns from Maurice Morris. He was doing well on kick returns. Eric King had 3 punt returns. And for the Vikings, Brett Favre, he played very well. 18 of 26, 280 yards, 2 touchdowns, no INTs, had some long passes along the 58. Adrian Peterson, 25 attempts, 66 yards, but he did have some timely runs. Toby Gerhart, 2 attempts for 18 yards. And there was a touchdown run here from fullback Tahi getting into the end zone. Percy Harvin, 6 catches, 134 yards and a touchdown. Pearson had 5 grabs. Varian had 2 with a touchdown. Sidney Rice had 2. Allen and Brinkley had 4 tackles each. Had a few guys with 3 tackles. Montgomery had 2 sacks for the Viking defense. And they had the interception with Greenway. Kicking wise, Ryan Longwell was 1 of 2. Along 43, missed one just wide left, his first miss of the season. But it didn't come back to bite them in the end. Chloe had 7 punts for Minnesota. Harvin 2 kick returns. Johnson and Johnson both had 1 each. And Renaud with 3 punt returns. Chris Cook had 1. That is all here from Minnesota. Valiant effort from the Detroit Lions, but unable to get Detroit's first victory against the Vikings in Minnesota since 1997 season. That streak will continue. Vikings have now won 6 straight overall against Detroit. And we will fall to 1-2. Rest of week 3 has been played. Let's get a recap and watch the extra point.
This is the extra point.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Extra Point. I'm Fran Charles from NFL Network. We're set to take you around the league with game recaps, previews, and much more. Let's swing it over to Alex Flanagan, who'll get us started.
Thanks, Fran. Up first, highlights and stats from the weekend's best games, brought to you by Verizon Wireless. We'll start in Baltimore, where the Browns were in town to take on their AFC North rivals. Baltimore's offense gave the ball away 4 times. Baltimore eked out a 1-point victory. The Dallas Cowboys clashed with the Houston Texans at Reliance Stadium. Andre Johnson gave a good effort, racking up over 125 yards on his catches for the Texans. Dallas eked out a 2-point victory. Detroit was in Minnesota for an NFC North showdown. Minnesota's defense was causing all kinds of problems for the offensive line, including getting 5 sacks.
Here are the NFC North standings for Week 3. Green Bay is in first place.
All right, so it's time now to present our top 2 players of the week. D'Angelo Williams was the offensive player of the week. Here's a look at the defensive player of the week winner.
All right, Alex, thank you. Now here's a look at the entire slate of games this weekend. Great games are on tap for this weekend. Alex will give you a preview of the best matchups.
Baltimore goes to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. Anquan Bolden leads the Ravens in receptions. Baltimore is ranked 31st in the NFL in interceptions. Detroit travels to Lambeau Field to take on the Pack. The Pack have won 2 straight games. Greg Jennings is the go-to receiver in the Packers' offense so far. Green Bay is ranked. Indianapolis goes to Jacksonville Municipal Stadium to take on the Jaguars. Jacksonville is ranked first in the NFL in red zone percentage.
That'll do it from the studio. I'm Fran Charles from NFL Network. Join us next time for The Extra Point.
This has been The Extra Point, brought to you by Madden NFL 11.
And that is all from Week 3. So we fall to 1 and 2, and we will have a big matchup coming up again here in Week 4. Coming off of back-to-back losses, but we've shown a lot of fight, a lot of heart in those games, some positivity here to take from that loss, even though it was quite a bit frustrating considering we were in the game and it was a big divisional game. But another chance here, another big divisional road game coming up, taking on the Packers on the road. Week 4, big matchup. Let's go here. Let's go Lions.